Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This is the start of a new campaign. Yes, for Fields of Fire. Yes, another one. Okay, I did a ramble video where I discussed why I'm doing so many different campaigns and I'll go through it. So this one is going to be Heartbreak Ridge, which is in Korea. So it's this particular one here. Currently I have Normandy on the go. I have Nangtong River on the go. I have Fields of Fire 2, Chosin Reservoir on the go. So why am I starting another campaign? Because each one is doing something different. The Normandy campaign was my first one. You always love your first one. And I'm going to work my way through that. And it's, you know, there's no armour. It's probably the simplest terrain and such forth. The chosen reservoir was Fields of Fire 2, where I was trying to see and determine if the Fields of Fire 2 scenarios, missions, worked with the new deluxe rules. Well, they do, and I'm really enjoying it. I keep looking at the book here because I keep forgetting its name. The Nangtong River mission book in Korea. I'm really enjoying it too. Now, I was playing that with, or I am playing that with Randy in America, and doing what me and the new person on this one, I'll explain that in more detail. We were playing that off camera. I was helping him learn out the game. He's got the game and so forth. He's really enjoying it. So we're going through the rules on that. And then I thought, okay, so there's a lot of claims of, and I've made the claim myself that each mission is different and so you can repeat it and stuff. Well, but let's try it out. So I started doing the Nangtong River, brought that to the channel, done the first 2 turns so far of the first mission, really enjoying it, and it feels totally different to the game I'm playing with Randy. So I thought, well, okay, that's great. Then I got recontacted by Brendan Clark. Now this is a guy I've been playing games with for quite some time. We met at an ASL convention that he actually organised, Double One. And then we started playing other games as well as ASL against each other. He then introduced me to Bands of Brothers. We then played some Wing Leader. We played Great Battles in the American Civil War. And he contacted me about this. He watched a video or two and he thought, ooh. And I'm now helping him how to play. Now, I thought he was a little bit more experienced, but as he declares at the beginning of the video, when we go down to it, he's played it back in 2014 once and didn't have a good experience with it. Well, I didn't have a good experience with it either back in about 2017. As I've explained multiple times, it's only with this new edition that I'm actually beginning to play it. And as I say, I can't stop playing it. I'm loving the game. So this is, again, so it's different from the other videos I've done. And apart from the first one I did for mission 1 of the first Normandy campaign, where I went quite a lot into detail of the rules. In this, I am teaching and helping Brendan how to play. He is the company commander. He is in charge. Because in this campaign, the company commander is green. So I thought that would be thematically correct. I'm going to let him tell platoons what to do. He's in charge of 2 of the platoons. I'm in charge of 1 of the platoons. I'm in charge of the XO and the sergeant. So that's how we're splitting the division of labour. The sergeant and the XO will advise, nudge, or whatever, but at the end of the day, the final decisions will be his. I'll be helping with the rules, explaining the steps and such. Well, and probably in the first episode, we'll go into quite a bit of detail with the rules. And we'll continue to do so. So viewing this as a learning experience for him. And if you're new here, to you. So let's go down to the map and see what is going on. All right, so we're down on the map. Brendan, say hello.
Hi guys, I'm looking forward to learning this system. I've not played Fields of Fire before, so I'm really grateful to Aaron for giving me this opportunity to take part in this. And I just would like to say that.
Didn't you say you played the original when it first came out?
I played I played in 2014, a guy who had played Fields of Fire before, but we really struggled with the rules, even though he had some experience trying to unravel some of the rules which had got into seemed to be in a bit of a tangle. We didn't enjoy the experience, so that was like 11 years ago. So that was my only previous experience of playing Fields of Fire.
Ah, right, okay. Well, yeah, so let's go through what's actually required in this particular. So we're doing Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah.
On this is the first mission, and I've given Brendan the company commander. He's green.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Captain Cherry.
Captain Cherry. Brendan chose that one. I have no idea what reference he's making in that regard. I'm playing the XO and the long-suffering Sergeant Wilson. If any of you people out there know your dad's army, and then we've got a platoon each. So I'm taking 3rd platoon. Brendan's taking 1st platoon, 2nd platoon, and 1st platoon we're keeping. Yeah, and 1st platoon we're keeping back in reserve. See if it's necessary. Our objective is right here at the top of the map. That's what we've got to take to win the actual mission. There are various special rules. We'll go through those now. I think it's probably the best one. Wait, time to do it. Communications. We've got to use radios. And we've got to use radios on all the way through the campaign, apart from mission 6, where we're actually on a defensive. So, yeah, and they are the very poor Normandy-style radios as well. So, not too happy about that one, but okay, if that's what the company the battalion want to give us, i.e., junk. Thank you very much. Then we've got our 60mm mortar section, which is sitting here. That must be deployed as the mortar section. If it starts to take losses, then we can split it up. But it is set up as the full mortar section rather than the individuals. Then, well, as the name dictates, Heartbreak Ridge, there are steep ridge issues. Okay, we have a long ridge spine going down the board here. So this row here is higher than this row and this row, but about the same height as this one. So it's like a valley between two hills. And I've put this little block here to remind us that we can't move diagonally, because I'm always tending to do that, and I want something to remember. Hand grenades can be thrown downhill onto adjacent cards rather than just onto the same card. The map also does not expand to the left or to the right, but can expand one row to the back. The Koreans love lobbing grenades, so a special rule for them for checking when they actually lob grenades. It then tells us how to construct the map. Well, Tabletop Simulator has got that all what's called scripted. It still does the cards randomly, but it builds the map from whatever the script has been done. There's a special rule about enemy infiltration attempts. We'll worry about that when they try to infiltrate. And there could be a possibility of a human wave. Yummy. Any questions over that, Brendan? Is that all pretty straightforward?
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty straightforward, and I've had a look at the campaign special rules beforehand, so yeah, I think that's all straightforward. Eager to get into it.
Cool. So it's an offensive mission. We've got 10 turns, and it's daylight. Okay? Yeah. It tells us, as I say, how to set up the map. We've got a reattempt if we don't succeed in our first attempt, but of course we're going to try to do so. Unless we get to about turns 6 and 7, and we're starting to notice that we're not making any progress, it might, at that point, be like, let's hold back, keep as much in reserve as possible, and then try to complete it in the second mission. But try as best we can to get through. We are allowed to place one registered target marker on the map. We'll go through where we're going to place it, and the enemy are line, and they're on a deliberate defense. And the historical enemy is the NKPA, North Korean People's Army, elements of 3rd Corps, 6th, 12th, and 13th Division. We have no additional attachments apart from our artillery support. We've got divisional artillery of 105s and 155s. We've got some regimental mortars and we've got battalion mortars. We've got two observers attached to us, one for the mortars, one for the artillery. And there are no mission specials, which is quite nice. So, as I said, Brendan is the company commander, so therefore he's the one who's going to be giving the orders out and activating and choosing who's going to be activated. So if I suddenly end up the game not doing anything, I can blame him.
Well, I know you're going to be the veteran XO and the veteran first sergeant for the company, so I expect you to curse in the background occasionally and maybe make a few firm suggestions if your Captain Cherry manages to make a dumb order, or suggest a dumb order anyway.
Fair enough. Okay, without any furthers then, the sequence of play. Now, let me just...
We'll draw an action card, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh no, first of all, I'm going to show the sequence of play here.
Right.
Up to for the users there. I've got a physical copy next to me. So we're going through. So the first thing is the friendly higher HQ event. Doesn't occur because it only starts on turn 2.
2, yeah.
The 3.2, we're not in a defensive mission, so we ignore that completely. The enemy will activate at 3.4. Which is on the Italian commander radios the company commander and says, "Get moving. You're on. You're up." Whichever way you want to look at it.
Right.
Okay.
So draw a card.
No, you first of all you turn over the company commander.
On
the chart there. So that you're keen. You want to draw a card. I understand that, but the first step is the battalion. Now, just explain what could happen there. If the battalion command was on the map, he would physically have to radio him and be in communication. As he's not on the map, he's using the battalion radio. So if you look under the company HQ, all right, he's actually got 2 radios. One is the company net where he contacts all his dudes, and one's the battalion net where the battalion says, "Wait, get a move on." And one of the things that could happen is that communication could be broken, or battalion commander could arrive on the field and say, "What are you doing?" That kind of thing.
What haven't you got moving?
That's right. So that's the first impulse there, is the battalion HQ impulse. We now go to the company HQ impulses, and it says, if activated, he was, by the battalion HQ, draw an action card. There you go. That's when you get to draw your action card. And you just press that little button there.
Right.
And that tells you you've got a lousy 2. You've got a lousy 2. He is a bloody cherry, isn't he? All right. So with those, he can give modified number of activated commands. So he's got 2. Then, if you look at what's this card here? Yeah, the command limitations. This card here. It tells you that because he's green, he gets a -1 to that. He's not undercover. You're not classed as undercover if you're on the actual staging area. But no contact on the map.
No contact.
He gets +1.
Right. So we stay on 2.
You stay on 2. All right.
Right.
So he now, with those 2, can do orders, or he can activate a platoon or 2 platoons.
Right. I think
if you activate.
Let's activate the headquarters for 3rd platoon and 2nd platoon.
Okay, so
I will
flip.
So I pick up his counter and I move it down to here, presumably.
Well,
is that right?
No. What actually happens is you've got 2 orders or 2 commands. So with this first one, he activates and therefore flips 2nd platoon.
Okay.
He then activates and flips 3rd platoon.
Right.
And that means he's used both of his orders, and that goes over to there because he's then finished.
Right.
And then he gets flipped. And that moves us on to the next sequence in the sequence of play, which is the Platoon HQ CO Staff Impulse. Now, that's where we choose which one of those two platoons we want to start with. Okay, we can't work out how many commands one's got and then draw another command to see how many the other one's got. We do it one at a time.
Okay.
They complete their activation. Now, if he'd been better and activated, say he'd got 3 orders or 4 orders, we could have used them to activate the XO and the first sergeant. He didn't. So
no.
They're going to be under their own initiative.
Right. Okay.
So you want, as I'm in charge of 3rd platoon and you're in charge of 2nd platoon, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second, you go first, Aaron.
Okay. So activating 3rd platoon, first thing I do on that is draw a card to see how many commands he gets. So he gets 3, and he, just remember, he's over here, 3rd platoon. Oh yeah, there he is. He's also green. So he gets -1 because he's green. And he gets +1. There's no contact. Yeah. So that's back to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll stick that on there. Now, what I normally use at this point, I've got a nice little D6. Because it's daylight, it's a D6. If it was nighttime, I'd be using a D4. Because that's the maximum amount of activations that I can get. Okay? Well, I'll rephrase that. Sorry. It's the maximum amount of activations I can use. Okay? In a turn. Is 6 during daylight, 4 during nighttime. No matter how many commands I've got on here, even if I've got 10, the maximum I can use is 6 in any particular round. Right, so I'm zooming in on 3rd platoon.
So where's your dice? You said you had.
Oh, sorry, I've got it physically in front of me. Yeah.
Oh, have you? Oh, right. I thought we had it on the.
I could put it on the
table then.
I could put it on the table.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
We could just bring a dice down. It's just good if we're talking about it, and you can run it down as you use it.
All right. Let's see. Objects. Click that. Components. This is all really nice from Tabletop Simulator. It has all this additional stuff. Yeah, it does,
doesn't it?
So there's a D6. I don't need a D4 because it's not nighttime.
Okay. And I think you can probably select a number on the dice if you click on the dice rather than rolling it, for example.
I don't want to roll it. No. Rotate orientation. So thing is, and also I can scale that up, make that bigger. The extra sense to the bishop.
We don't want it to take too long, though, I guess.
That's it. You see, I mean, the main reason I use it in front of me is so I'm not constantly going back to the actual chart over here and counting that down. But it's also useful if I have got it there. If I get called away to make a cup of tea or something like that.
You've got it on the table.
I've got it on the table in front of me. So he's got 3. Okay.
Yeah. So
what I want to do is I want to get out onto this open card here, right, with 3rd platoon is here. So he is going to issue an order to one of these 3 squads to detach a LAT, a assault team, to go forward to scout. And I want to give that LAT some smoke. So it's the second, if you look on here, the 2nd squad of that platoon has got a squad ammunition. So I look at this for the 2nd squad. There it is.
Yeah.
I then pull a LAT team and it automatically turns it over, and there's the assault team there. And that uses one of his 3 orders.
Okay. Yeah.
His 2nd order will be to tell that LAT team to go onto that card. So that's, if you've got, if you go down to where the orders are, and you can look onto the actual, there's one there which is the actions menu. Have you seen where that is?
Whereabouts is it? Here. Okay.
Over on this
That's
side.
the sequence of play over here. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay. So if you want to go, let me just alt that up. There's one there which is combat actions. No. So it looks like it's got to go onto the 2nd page, which is that. I alt it now. You've got move actions, 4.2.2. Okay, so if again you just use the Alt key, that'll blow up onto your screen so you can see it better.
Right.
I've just brought it up so the viewers can see it better. And the first option there is move to an adjacent card. Costs 1 action. The draw is automatic, so I don't need to draw any cards for it. It says any HQ or staff can give this order, so it's a platoon commander, and he can give it to any good order unit not marked as exposed. Now notice the little unit's got a little 1 there. It says also available to pinned and some lats with restrictions. An assault team is one of the ones that can move. Is classed as a good order for a move command. And then details, move the unit to an adjacent card and mark it as exposed. If there is a cover marker on that card, you may place the unit under the cover marker. There isn't one as yet. Do not mark the unit as exposed if it moves from under a trench, bunker or pillbox on the first card. So, and that's basically it. So that's all he's going to move forward into that open ground. And because it's a move, he becomes exposed.
Yeah.
That's it on in there. And that takes another order. So rotation takes it down to 1.
1 to reduce the step of the squad, detach an assault team, and the second order to move it onto that card.
The third order, he's not going to do one. I'm going to bank it.
He's going to bank it, okay.
Okay, so he's used 2. That then moves down to there. That gets flipped. And that's him done. And then it's over to your second platoon.
Second platoon. So I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
We got 4.
4. And second platoon commander is also green, Lieutenant Gordon. So
it goes down 1.
Goes down 1 for green, up 1 for no contact.
Yeah, so okay, so he's on 4.
Okay, so again, if we move this behind you, over here, and saying that to 4.
Right, so what I want to do is pick one of these with second platoon, so I will pick third squad. I'll give him, oh, hang on a minute. Need to give him smoke. Smoke we're giving him. So I'll just put it here for now, but this is going to be third squad. This is the third squad here. So I'm going to reduce them a step because I want to draw an assault team.
All right, so
on
there,
flip them over.
Well, if you do a right click on the counter, about the 4th option down, right, exactly, it says pull lat team. It does it automatically. Cool. Now the lat team it pulls.
That's nice.
The lat team it's pulled is an assault team. If you right click on that lat, about halfway down, it's got the word state, like a star.
Yeah, I see that.
And that you can change the state from. It's currently state 1, which is an assault team. State 2 is a fire team. State 3 is and so forth. But it's an assault team because a fire team couldn't advance onto that card.
Yeah, and that's cool because as you put your cursor over state, then it gives you the options and tells you, it highlights for each number what the option is for that type of team.
Going now.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay, well then.
Okay.
So just saying goodbye to my wife.
Oh, that's fine.
So that's the first order to detach, and we're going to give the smoke to this assault team.
Yeah.
The second order is to also push forward with the assault team and the smoke.
Okay.
And we're going to go into there. And of course, they are moving, and that means you're going to get an exposed marker.
Yeah.
So again, do I click the counter, Aaron, to bring up the marker for smoke for exposed?
You do.
Yeah.
There it is.
Cool. Very nice. Bye, son. Take care, son. And so now that's 2 orders I've used. And I think now I can save 2 as
a green commander. You can save a maximum. If you look at the bottom line in the shaded area.
Yeah.
I'll just bring it up as a zoom on my side. As a green, you can do a maximum save of 3 commands. So you've used 2.
Right.
So yeah, Under limited visibility, such as nighttime or tanking down with rain, you could only save a maximum of 2, but you could save 3. So you do that, and then if you press the F button, it flips it automatically. That's it. That's all you got to do is
Okay.
There is an option that you could right click on it and so on, but it's a little bit slower. Okay, so on our sequence of play, let me just zoom out again. We have just done. Let me just bring that up. We've just done the Platoon HQ CO Staff Impulse 3.3.1C. Okay, so let me just. Not sure what you can see on that, but we've just moved that marker over to there.
Yeah, I see that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's the initiative segment there.
So we're now going. That's right. So if our company commander hadn't been activated by the battalion, we'd have missed all that steps there, and we would have gone straight to the initiative segment. And he would have been activated by a card using the initiative. But he was activated, so we now go to the Platoon HQ. Now, this is something I want to emphasize. Okay. If we go back on this step where it says Platoon HQ CO Staff Impulse, they're both on the same line. So you can, if Captain Cherry had got, say, 4 activations and had activated First Platoon, Second Platoon, the XO and the Sergeant, we could have done those in any order we wanted to. We could have done Platoon 1, Platoon 2, XO, Platoon 3, Sergeant. But if we bring that marker down now, we look on here, it's back to Platoon HQ Initiative Impulse, and then there's a CO Staff Impulse. They've separated them. Yeah. So therefore, we've got to activate the first platoon first, because that didn't receive a command, and then I can do the staff impulses.
Right.
Okay. It's just it's important clarification. I didn't pick it up on it until about our 3rd game. I thought, oh, they're separate, because and also the platoon HQ will draw a card for how many commands it gets. The CO staff don't. They automatically only get 1 command in the initiative impulse. In the platoon, in the 3.3, they get both. They draw a card as well. But under the
so it's been a change, really.
Well, I don't know. It's just that they're more restrictive under initiative than they are if they actually get an order.
Right.
So as you are the first platoon commander, guess what you got to do now?
I thought it was you who's the first platoon.
No.
I'm just captain.
You're the captain, and you got 2 platoons. You've got the reserve platoon, and that we were originally going to have me as the first platoon, but you decided that first platoon is going to reserve, and I thought, well, I want to play, so I took 3rd platoon. So your first platoon and second platoon.
Right. Okay. So
you draw a card.
Well, first platoon we wanted to put in reserve, didn't we? So anyway, I'll draw a card.
See how many orders he gets.
1.
Woohoo! However, Mr. First Platoon,
he's veteran.
Is he veteran? No, he's lying.
I thought he was.
No, he's lying. Lieutenant Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he's lying. Oh,
Lieutenant
he's
Fitzpatrick.
lying.
He's lying.
He's lying. Yeah.
So he gets 1 + 1 for 1 + 1 for no contact.
No contact.
That's it. So he's got 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. Incorrect. He's got 0. When you're using initiative, it's a smaller number.
Oh, the black number.
Yeah, one that's got a little star behind it.
He's got 0.
He's got 0, and he's got 1 because we're in no contact. So he's got 1.
Oh gosh. Well, I think given that we wanted the first platoon to be in reserve, the sensible thing to do here is to simply bank it.
Agreed.
So I put it over here.
Though another option says Sergeant Wilson. He says, where is company commander? Where is Sergeant Wilson? Let me just try and remember where I put it. company sergeant's over here, okay,
Yeah.
and the XO's over here. So in actual fact, no. I was just thinking if he was on the same card as first platoon, what first platoon commander could have done is detach one guy, and then the XO could have moved, and then we could have looked at this card at the same time.
Okay.
But it's sergeant's over here.
Yeah, he's not able to just kick him in the ribs and suggest that he's in a different space.
He's in a different. Well, he could on the radio, but he can't tell. He needs to be on the same card to give a visual command to a squad.
Right.
So
Okay.
because we only got to be fair, we got really lousy draws for our commands in this first turn. Yeah, bank it for next turn. We've got 10 turns.
Okay.
So we now go to the next stage, which is the staff impulse. So I'm going to do the XO with his one order. He's standing over here next to third platoon, and because it's one order, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to bank it. And I'm going to do the same with the sergeant. There's not much point doing anything with that low amount of initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have what's called the general initiative. So on this, we draw one card, and that again we look at the lower number, and that's orders we can give to guys. They take the orders themselves. So if you draw a card,
you want me to draw it?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so we get three. So we could now, with general orders, take a squad from the first platoon and move it onto the gully, and then we'd have moved something onto all the cards in the first row. That's what Sergeant Wilson is shouting down the telephone. Down the radio at you. Get someone moving! But it's over to you if you want to do that.
Well, first platoon's supposed to be in reserves.
Yeah, but we
Sergeant.
thought they are in reserve. They're not going to go much further than that. But remember, we can't move diagonal. That's the restriction.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So, because we've got three, we can use a general initiative for a squad to detach a assault team.
A weapons team. An assault team.
Then we can use a second order for them to move forward. And then we've got a third one to do something with it, like pop smoke or something like that. Or the other option is we keep those three and we use, for these guys that are on the open, we can get them looking for cover. Because we can't order them directly, but we can use from this general initiative, which we've got three, we could use it to, and I think that might be the better option.
I think, we should get them to look for cover because they're exposed right now. Yeah.
Okay, so if we start with second platoon,
this
little number at the bottom here, 3, is how many cards they draw looking for the word cover in the top of it. So if you want to draw 3 cards.
And does their experience have any
they're a line unit, which means
it makes no difference. But what if they were veteran?
They would draw an extra card.
Right, okay, I thought so. So draw 3 cards, here we go.
Yeah, one at a time.
And we're looking for cover.
I'm looking for the word cover. Nope.
1.
Nope.
No.
No. Okay.
Not good.
Right, so that was, we're not getting much luck on
that. That was one order.
That's one order.
That was
okay.
By first sergeant, wasn't it?
That was your platoon. So I'm now going to try the same for my guy on this card over here. Yeah. So he gets to only draw 2 cards because it's got 2 there. He finds it.
Oh, he's got it.
Notice I drew the extra card there. You always draw the maximum of cards that you can. So on that one,
running through the deck, isn't it?
That's it. And also, when you're firing, you might get a jam on the 3rd card. When you throw a grenade, you could and such forth. So he's found cover. Now, let me just get the cover counter.
So presumably the exposed marker comes off.
No. Exposed marker comes off once these. Once we finish
at the cleanup phase.
Yes, he's exposed. Looking, even if he had already been on that card and looked for cover, and he wasn't already exposed, looking for cover and finding it on the card would also mark it as exposed.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's found that cover. Now notice the notes. The 2 was the amount of cards he could draw. The little 1 in a bush there is the amount of cover that can be found on that card. So he's found the maximum amount of cover that card provides.
Right. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Now we've got 1 order left. This squad numpty over here who couldn't find his arse from his elbow, he has got smoke to give himself some cover if we deem it necessary. Because you cannot give the same order to a unit in the same impulse.
Okay. I think, given that this is actually a key location, and my reason for making that statement is, this is a level 2 location with this card, and it's a key position. We need to get onto this card. We need to set up some heavy weapons, because they should have a line of fire right along the ridge line or the crest line up to row 4, column 2 cards, which is the objective. So we need to get some heavy weapons here. So I think it's good if we could put some smoke in. I agree, Aaron.
Okay, so that's just a straight command. He takes the smoke and flips it over.
Right. Will that continue on into the next turn, or does it just last for one turn?
It just lasts until the cleanup phase.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So you go onto the smoke counter, move it to the near where the cover is, and then flip it.
What, just like that?
Up to there, and then
Right.
flip it there.
And flip it?
Yep. So that's an F. Press the F button. That's it. If you notice on the reverse side of it, it says +2. It gives them a +2 cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that, yeah.
And I don't know why your squad's pissed. Let's just straighten it up a little bit. Poor bloke. Poor bloke. Right, so that's our 3 general initiative turns done, and then we go to the enemy. Okay, so again, looking at the sequence of play. All right, so this marker now goes over to this side. Now, again, if you press the Alt key, that will bring you up so they can read it. So in the offensive mission combat patrols, enemy activity phase, enemy higher HQ event, starting on turn 2. We're in turn 1, so it doesn't occur.
Yeah.
Enemy activity check segment. Well, there's no enemy on the board yet, so there's none to check.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got a mutual capture retreat phase. Well, nothing's happened on this yet for that to occur. No retreats.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, 3.6, AT combat vehicle. There's no vehicles, so it's nothing. Yep. Then 3.7, mutual combat phase. We haven't got any fire missions at the present moment, so we don't have to worry about that. So the first thing we've got to worry about is 3.7.2, potential contact evaluation. That's where we are now. So we've got 2 potential contacts to evaluate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's this one here and this one here. Now, we randomly determine which of those 2 we activate first, or try to activate first. So I'll draw a card, and we're looking under the 2 number. Yeah. And it says 1.
Which is 1.
I always go left to right. So it's this one.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's the one that we're going for.
Yep.
Then I'm bringing up this card here, if you want to use the Alt key on that.
It.
Okay, so it's a C contact. Well, C is the type of PC marker, and there's no contact. It's got a number 4 there. So we will be drawing 4 cards and looking for the word contact. Or hopefully, not looking. We don't want contact.
We don't want it.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means
that's a relief.
That's a relief. There was nobody there. So now we've got to do the same for this one. So if you want to draw 4 cards for that, because that's where your guy is.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. 1, 2.
That's cover. We're okay with cover.
I was thinking, I saw the C and I thought contact, but it's not. Reshuffle.
No,
I draw another card.
You finish the action you're doing.
Yeah.
And you got
damn it.
The last one. And then press the reshuffle. Right. Reshuffle. Right. Just as a word to people watching, the vassal module also has obviously reshuffle, but it doesn't remind you. This is why I like Tabletop Simulator. It has a big bright red thing saying reshuffle. If you're playing on Vassal, what will happen is the reshuffle card comes out, you keep drawing, but there's no reminder. And when you get sick in the action, you can so easily forget that you've got to actually reshuffle them. Anywho,
apart from that, it actually looks really gorgeous on Tabletop Simulator compared to Vassal as well.
It's like playing the actual game physically. So we have contact.
Yes.
So I've got the booklet here. So we now got to determine what type of contact we've got. So we're looking at, there's a little table that says PCC. Oh, we've got a storm out here. Oh man, it's tanking down. Okay. And drawing numbers 1 to 10. So if you want to draw a card and look at what number is under the 10 column.
Right, okay.
All right.
Under 10, we've got 9.
9. Okay, so that tells me we've got package 8. Package 8 is a booby trap. Oh, I've never, ever had a booby trap. Okay. So,
and the smoke's not going to help us very much against the booby trap.
Cover would have done. Smoke, no. Okay, so it says the package is a booby trap. It says place PDF or volume of fire, yes. Spotted, not applicable. Booby trap, volume of fire on triggering card. So we're back in. Right, so I've placed the booby trap marker here. It's a -4, and it's a one-off. So the potential marker's gone, i.e. that it's done its nasty deed. And the booby trap, unlike a minefield, as I said, is a one-off. Unfortunately, as you said, the smoke is not going to help in the slightest. Also, another interesting point, neither is this nice big bit of cover here, this +3. We'll only get the +1. So it's like an incoming, but it's a one-off. So that completes that particular phase, which was the
Aaron, could I just ask you just a quick question here? Yeah. So I know the +3, the large +3 up here is the terrain cover. Yeah. But what's the 1 for here?
Right, okay. If you look at the borders on the card, okay, there's a green border up here, and a solid green border down here, and then 2 white on the sides. So if anybody was firing into this card through the green, we'd get +3 cover. Right. If they're firing through the white, they only get the +1.
Oh, I see.
Also, if it's incoming, they only get the +1.
Right.
Okay, like artillery, because it's plunging in. And also, yes, you guessed it, because it's already on that card, it only gets +1 as well.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm bringing up the sequence of play again.
Thank you.
And we've just done the potential contact. Pinned recovery, no one's pinned yet. And then we go to 3.7.4, which is combat effect segment. In that, there's going to be 2 cards, well, only 1 card that's got a combat effect, which is the one with the booby trap. Okay, but normally with that, I do it normally top to bottom, left to right, because they're all done before anything's adjusted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen many players, do it randomly. Which one is no? You determine the potential contact randomly because they could come out in random order. But once you're actually doing the physical, let's blow stuff up phase, you do it right to left, top to bottom.
It's quicker as well.
Yeah, and you can keep track of things. What I also tend to do, we haven't got that problem in this scenario now. I say I've started doing. Is if I've got a moon, if it's nighttime or any other cover, I bring the marker. Well, come on, I haven't unleashed this one, but I unleash the marker and bring it around along with me, so I do remember that it's a moon or it's raining or something like that. Because everything is so easy. There's so much information, you can forget things. No one will ever make a perfect turn. You will forget something. You will do like. I should have had the company starting here. Why I didn't have him starting there? Because I'm a numpty. But anyway, so what we've got here, we now work out what's called the NCM, which is, I love abbreviations, normal it's a combat modifier, normal combat modifier. I think it stands for, but anyway. So we're looking here. You've got a -4 from the booby trap. So he's obviously picked up a rock and it's gone. Boom. He's also got a -2 because he's exposed. That's -6.
Yeah.
And he's only got +1 cover. The smoke gives him nothing. So now you're looking on, you draw another card and you're looking at this side of it. And the maximum is -4 anyway.
So it's, oh, I see. So you can't go beyond not -4. Obviously, on the card it shows that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just drawing one card.
Just drawing one card. This will determine the effect on that assault team. Right.
Hit.
So he's hit.
Yeah.
We now draw another card to see what kind of hit he receives. So you draw a card, and then you're looking under his quality. His quality is line because he's an assault team, and that says PP. Now, if he had more than one step, 2 of those steps would have been paralysed. So if we actually advanced on with a full squad, which has 3 steps, 2 of them would have been paralysed, and the third one would become a fire team. As we only advanced on with a assault team, he becomes paralysed.
Right.
You're just looking at the first letter. So again, right-click on the counter.
Yeah. Go to status.
Go to status, and then change state, and then change it to paralysed. So I'll let you do it so you can get familiar with using it. That's it. He's done. And then, as it pinned him, I then make him pinned as well.
Oh, pinned as well.
When you hit, no matter what kind of hit it is, you're always pinned. Now notice the pin, there's got a +1 in it. When you're pinned, you're actually eating the dirt, you actually get +1 cover.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. You're not doing anything. You're not firing or looking. You just got your head down flat on the ground, and so you're a bit harder to hit.
That's it. And that was the only combat modifier we had to, NCM we had to work out. So going back on the sequence of play, we've just done and completed 3.74, the combat effect segment. If done it. And notice it says in brackets there, do not adjust the volume of fire or PDF until you move to 3.8. So if we had lots of fire going on, we still don't adjust any volumes of fire or directions of fire until we get to step 3.8, which is the cleanup phase, which we're going into now.
Right.
At that point, you can press the cleanup button.
Oh, really cool. Okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
Are you sure you want to clean up? Yes.
Yes. Now, what that does is if you go back at the counters, you can see the exposed have gone, the booby traps gone, the smoke's gone.
The smoke that was so useful.
Yeah. The other thing it's done is it moves the turn marker onto turn 2.
Does it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the only thing it doesn't... Right, if you notice this card here, I've moved it from its original position on the tabletop simulator, which is down here, down at the bottom right-hand corner. When it's down in that position, they've obviously done some form of sequencing because all of the actual commander's tokens move up into the lighter area. But because I've moved it here because I want it close to the side of the board, it doesn't do it anymore. So,
okay.
So, but it's all right. I don't mind doing a little bit of work, and the company commander moves into his position there.
Right, okay.
And then going back to the sequence of play. Okay. I'll keep bringing up the wrong count. Right. So
evacuate cabins.
Yeah. Enemies firing at cards. We haven't got any of those. If a defensive mission, remove any. We're not in a defensive mission. And it says reset mines and adjust volumes of fire, prime directions of fire, and activity levels as a result of what happened. Okay. Yeah. Again, the only thing that volume of fire that was removed was that booby trap. So therefore, we are still in no contact situation because it's gone. If that minefield had stayed there, no, that would be got no contact as well.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So that's
cool.
That's it. So that is the end of the first turn.
Cool, but painful for second platoon.
Well, he's paralysed. We can pull him back. That means he's cleared by stepping on it or picking a rock up or whatever. Maybe it was a banana he found or something, whatever the local food is in Korea. He picked it up. It went boom. But that means that card's now clear. So we can now advance onto it sort of safely.
So we need to go and secure it.
Yeah. And then we can rally Mr. Pin guy and then bring him back up from being paralyzed, back up to a litter team, then back up to a fire team, then back up to an assault team and use him again.
Right.
But there's various different steps of rallying and so forth.
Great fun, and it looks gorgeous.
It does look gorgeous. So we'll call this the end of the video. Okay.
Yep.
So where I've been recording this, as I say, I have an intro section, I have an outro section. I'll record those separately in my own time. So if you want to say goodbye to everybody, and I'll then take it back to the top.
Okay. Thanks guys for watching, and hope you can catch up with us next time.
And from me, I'll go and take you back to the top. Thanks, Brendan, for joining us. That was a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to turn 2. Bye.
Okay.
I hope that was helpful for somebody. It was helpful for me. I found that fun, actually being able to talk to somebody as well. I mean, obviously I like to talk to you guys and such, but I don't get any feedback other than to your comments. But to actually talk to someone and work out plans and so forth, because this game gives you lots and lots of decisions. Now, there wasn't that many decisions in this one other than what to advance and such forth. And we only encountered a booby trap, but it will get harder as we progress. So, yeah. And I say, Brendan's such a great guy to talk to. The game does work cooperatively. Maybe one day gets to play it 3-player with one person in charge of each platoon. Who knows? But the way we divide the labour up, it seems to work. If you spotted any mistakes, let us know in the comments. By the time this comes up, the next time we'll be playing will be a few days' time. I'll upload this as soon as possible. If you've watched it and you can say, no, I could have done that, or you should have done that, or you missed that, and so forth, just let us know in the comments and we can correct it for the next video. So there'll be a slower release rate of this one, because it obviously, me and Brendan will be meeting about once a week to do a turn, maybe 2 turns, depending on how long we can actually play. So if you could like the video, click that like button. It all helps the channel, as you know. Subscribe if you enjoy what I do, you've watched what I do. Again, it all helps the channel. Anything else comment-wise, as I say, they all get answered. I respond to them all, and I love reading comments. It's how I interact with you guys. If you would like to financially support the channel, there are 2 methods. You can become a channel member, and if you are a channel member, you'll get to see the chosen reservoir scenarios in their full-blown rather than the synopsis. Or if you would like to support via super thanks, again, it will be appreciated. And again, it all supports the channel. But until next time, play games, have fun, bye internet.